Hello and welcome everyone to another YouTube video here on my channel. Today we have Keruga Fires, the deck I used to qualify in the Qualifier Play In. I went 6-1 with it. I think the deck is super powerful. As the name says, it's the Fires of Invention / Incarnation deck. So let's have a look at those two cards. Fires of Invention, a 4 mana enchantment. You can cast spells only during your turn, and you can cast no more than 2 spells each turn, and you may cast spells with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control without paying their mana cost. So this allows us to play Fires turn 4 and then just follow up with a cost spell 4 or less, which is really nice. And Enigmatic Incarnation is a 4 mana enchantment as well, which says at the beginning of your end step you may sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed enchantment mana value. Put that card on the battlefield, then shuffle. So as you can see, we could play Fires and then instantly do this, and then we could also instantly sacrifice Fires and get a 5 mana creature. Now a 5 mana creature here are Elesh Norn. This card is super good in the meta, I think, because it shuts down many decks. It's really good against the creativity deck. It works in the mirror amazing, as you see in my last game. We played this card, and at that moment I knew I won the game. Except they played the same, but yeah. So it's Vigilance. If a permanent enters the battlefield, causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So our triggers trigger twice, which is super nice, right? We can take 2 here, 2 double Agent, double Atraxa, double Omnath triggers. So this is really nice. And the reason why it's so good in the meta thing is because permanents entering the battlefield don't cause abilities of permanents your opponent control to trigger. This shuts down many cards, so this is really nice. So yeah, Elesh Norn, super good here. We always also have Kenrith, Return King. This is the stable from the old school Jeskai Fires deck. As a one-off, super good, 5 mana, 5/5. It does a lot of things. Red, all the creatures gain trample and haste. Good finisher. Green and 1, put +1/+1 counter on target creature. White and 2, we gain 5 life, or target player, and then blue and 3, target player draws a card. And the 5 is really cool in this deck because it's 5 mana with a black source. Put target creature card from a graveyard on the battlefield under its owner's control. And yeah, so we can get our creature back. That's really nice. Then we play here Tolsimir, Friend of Wolves, 5 mana, 3/3. Comes into play, creates a wolf token. You can use that wolf token to fight something and you gain 3 life. So this is our 5 mana creature. On the 7 mana slot we have Agent of Treachery here, which is comes into play. We take control of target permanent. Atraxa, Atraxa is Atraxa. I think I don't have to say too much. This just gives us a bunch of cards. It's not as effective as Auto in other decks, but you still get like 3 or 4 cards usually, so that's still quite nice. And yeah, 7 mana, 7/7 with Lifelink, Death Touch, Vigilance, and gets you cards is pretty good. The way we get to 7 mana is with a 6 mana enchantment, which is Leyline Binding. It's a 6 mana flash enchantment and has domain. So you could technically play this for 1 mana if you have the correct mana source, which you have a lot in this deck. So you play so many Triomes that this sometimes is just 1 mana, and that's really powerful. It comes into play and we can exile target non-land permanent opponent controls, also really good. Works great against Greasefangs, great against the Angels we cannot deal with. So really nice to deal with those cards. It has flash. Sometimes you just sacrifice Fires with Incarnation and then you keep 1 mana up and you still have a spell in their turn, which is really nice, especially if you go like Fires Incarnation and sacrifice Fires, get Elesh Norn, keep 1 mana up, and then you can bind 2 things, which is also really good. So there's a lot of lines in this deck. It's a bit of a tricky deck to play. You're going to see we did so many crazy lines with this deck, but yeah, so this is the way we get these creatures. We also play 3 Omnaths here, which is just a powerful card, 4 mana for 4, and it's the battlefield, draw a card. Then landfall, first land we gain 4 life, second land we get 4 mana, each color of Omnath's mana cost, and on the third we deal 4 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker we don't control. This of course goes really well with the Fabled Passage, super good card here. And we also have a way to find this card with Incarnation. We have some 3 mana enchantments. With Fable of the Mirror Breaker, this is just such a good card. I cannot imagine playing like this deck without it. First of all, it creates a token that makes treasure tokens, so it helps us to ramp. Because sometimes on turn 3 we have 3 lands and a tapped land when we have Fires on hand, so we can attack first, get the token, and then we can play Fires, and then it doesn't matter if we have a tapped mana or not. So yeah, Fable really good there. Kiki Chiki also really nice combination with Agent of Treachery. Copying Agent of Treachery is really fun, and you see we're going to do that as well in the games. So also really nice. Since we play Keruga, and Keruga is a 5 mana 5/4, and it says the companion rule, your starting deck contains only cards with mana value 3 or greater, right? So The way we have a turn 2 interaction is playing Bonecrusher Giant, a 3 mana for 3, but it has the Stomp instant. We can do 2 damage to any target, which, yeah, this is a way we can deal with earlier creature. Of course, Leyline Binding works the same, because this can cost 1 mana turn 2 if you have the correct Triumph. So we have some ways to do this, and if whenever Keruga comes in the battlefield, then we draw a card for each other permanent we have with mana value 3 or greater. This is super powerful, because if we have fires in hand, we basically pay the 3 mana to get this on hand, and if we have 5 lands in game, we play this for free, right? So the actual companion cost doesn't matter too much, because this is really, really good with fires. I'm a huge fan of Keruga. I know there's a Yorion list as well, but I really love Keruga. Drawing cards has always been something I like to do. One of my favorite cards in the best of 1 meta by far is Temporary Lockdown. A 3 mana enchantment. Whenever Temporary Lockdown enters the battlefield, exile each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less until Temporary Lockdown leaves the battlefield. I mean, sure, the token could go away, but this deals with so many cards that we have to target or something like that. It's good against the Boros deck. It's good against all the Llanowar Elves. It's good against so many decks, so I definitely run 3 of them. And then we have Touch the Spirit Realm, which is a 3 mana enchantment. It comes to the battlefield. We can exile an artifact or creature as long as Touch the Spirit Realm is in play. But we also can channel it for 2 and discard it. And then we can exile artifact or creature and blink it. It comes back at the end step. And the blink, of course, is super nice with Agent. We can retake another card. Phyrexia, we can just do it again. We can fight again. We can draw again. And of course, in combination with Elesh Norn, this would be even more crazy. Super cool card. It works good against board types. It protects one of your creatures, or can get rid of 2 cards if you have Elesh Norn. And like, this is just such a powerful card. As you can see, there are so many different lines in this deck, and it's hard to like go in depth in every line. But usually, Fires and Incarnation are the main cards, and then you have to figure out what you want to do next step. Elesh Norn against most deck is super good, so that card really wins many games. Kenrith, sure, super good if you want to get cards back with a finish line. Yeah, so I do like also sacrificing Fable here to get the Omnath, which I also like. But yeah, Enigmatic Incarnation is a really tricky card, and of course you can also play 2 Incarnations and sacrifice each other. But this is the deck. This is the deck. I think there's so much little things to consider. Also, Tolsimir with Elesh Norn, you can fight with 1 wolf twice. So you will see against Mono Blue, there's a 1-2, 2-2, 2-2, 1-1, and we use the wolf to basically fight 2, kill 2, and then the other wolf to the other 2. So yeah, many interactions here. It's hard to go into details, as I just said. Just enjoy the games. I qualified with this deck. Let me know what you think. Would you maybe play some other cards in the main? This is the way I played it. I think it's a super good deck. My win rate is really high. I played this on stream. If you want to see me on stream, you can check out in the description below. There's my Twitch. You can also write me on Discord. You can write me on YouTube. It would be nice if you leave a comment. It would mean a lot to me. And of course, you can also subscribe since it's free. And yeah, with no further ado, I would say enjoy the games. No white. I have to mulligan this hand. Playable. I have to get rid of Incarnation, even though it sucks. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's the deck I think it is. I don't find lands, it's gonna be really hard. Don't think they can actively do it next turn. I think they will do it the turn after. So I can use Lockdown if they go for tokens, but I also want to keep up 2 flash tokens, so it's a creativity deck, right? So we have a lot of instant cards that work there. So we definitely have to get rid of 1 Lockdown here. Get a big score. That's the problem. Against Big Score, we have these two cards. And annoying, but so big score and the creativity we can manage. That's about it. Big score, okay. They will shoot for it, so. I mean, they have to go for it, right? It's like, it's a fire stack. Dealing with two treasures is so unlikely. Yeah. This one we can do now. If they have a counter, then lockdown would be amazing. Okay. This with lockdown is quite good. We go for white. Get rid of these tokens over there. I mean, they can counter it, but I mean. Yeah. Still have an answer for one token. Next turn for 2 again. But I'm not gonna lie, like, such a spirit getting in Kiki in again is also not too bad. Only one card, so they have that in hand. So they need to find a way to get the tokens and creativity, right? And Fable becomes a creature next turn. That's something we cannot play at any cost. So hopefully it's not a big score. I mean, we have to see how we adjust, but you know, that's 2 tokens. I mean, I know they have it, so let's see how we do this. Yeah. Well, we tried our best to play against it, so now we have to hope, huh? We need to find an Incarnation and the Elesh Norn. They can use it for 1. I mean, they can only use... I mean, they can target this, so... Investigate. Oof. Painful. Okay. decline. This gives us an immense amount of cards. Not find what we're looking for. But the Spirit Room is quite nice to have. So get cards from them. Get the Kiki Chiki and then we get the land. Well, I think touch the Spirit Realm up. Quite nice to have this, just saying. We want the lands. Give us the lands. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if they play creativity, we can get rid of one. Not too bad. And they need 2 for the combo, right? So that's about it, huh? Ooh, tricky game, guys. Tricky games. Oof. That's one of those games I was a bit scared of, but as long as we know what they do, right? Can kind of. I was prepared. Red, Fox, Black, 8. We have a white and we have a red. Go first. I think I can keep this. I mean, I have to draw the key cards on the go, but I mean, I like removals and I like a Fable. If we don't know what the opponent is playing, there's always something I like. So yeah, this could be worse. Yeah. Also Boseiju in case they play that. In case they play something like Grease Fang is quite nice. Definitely want to go with Fable here. What? I just got this only. Don't think they will play Greek next turn, so. Gonna get Omnath here. Oof, we have a lot of Fables. Boseiju can deal with something too, which is still nice. They miss a land here, yeah. That was one of the faster ones. Gonye. I keep this on the play. Bonecrusher Fires, most likely I keep. I'm not happy about that one. So we have to do it like this because of the card that draws cards. And Spirit. Draws here. I mean, I'm not scared of these two. Sacrifice the Wanderer, please. Lofty Denial is in the air. But we always have to go for this. Yeah, do you think you have double Lofty Denial is the question? I think so. Bias is still better. I mean, Fable here is next level draw. Yeah, not maybe bounce. Okay, Rattle Chains. Okay, so now we definitely want to find our land. Okay, the third land, Antico Apparition. Okay, okay. So we can resolve our fires here. That's an Elesh Norn. It's a pretty good card against the spirits. Pretty good card against spirits. Gonna fight a lot next turn and get a lot of life. Removal. I'm gonna remove two anyways. They're gonna tap my Elesh Norn here for sure. Always have to go for it here. Okay, so we can fight twice, huh? So first we fight the 1/1, fight the 2/2. Oh, other way. Yeah, doesn't matter. And then we're gonna fight the other two. Next wolf. Here. Here. Delete it. Not bad draws. When it does this. Could get something better here, but I've just MB38. That's a keep. That is a keeper. Probably have to go with the Fable here for green, but never mind. Double Triome, which is another Triome, but this Rogues. It could be Rogues. Be a Flash Rogue here. Not a Flash Rogue there. Not tapping out. Absolutely no clue what they play. Get rid of the Traxa. Wolf here. Let's do it like this. I have no idea what they're playing. I really have no clue. They're gonna wait a bit with the fires here. I think it's Rogues, but I mean... Arc Typhoon. Is that a control? Like, give me a control? It must be Demon Control. I mean, as long as we control the boards, like, I don't have to play fires here. Will be good. If we have a board wipe, we can finally play our stuff, so we can also touch the binding our Kiki. Fatal push. Sensor, okay, it is control. Okay, Planeswalker coming soon. Not even attacking. Really confused. I'm like next level confused here. Let's get green. Gonna attack here. I mean, this one I don't care too much. Counter it. Take another here, like this. I want to keep at least the binding up. Emery Deluge. Interesting. I mean, I can keep my binding up, which is quite important. What is this? I have no idea what this is. Get the Fable here. I have to come with a board wipe now, but these colors for board wipes? A bit awkward. Non-token creature. Okay, there's not much you can do about this. Discard 2 cards. I mean, probably just gonna play the wolf here anyways. I really don't know what they could play. It gives me a lot of pressure on the board while keeping binding up. So I think that's the game plan. They don't know what they play though. Try to figure it out. Blue, black, what is that big payoff? Like, they have that 7 mana flash, but who plays crap in Explorer? Sure, they have Planeswalkers. I mean, they draw a lot of cards, so glad we have a board. But like, it's harder to deal in these colors with a board, right? You don't have whites, you have Ritual of Suit, which is not good enough. You still keep a creature, and they will pay 4, so At one point they are forced to play like a Planeswalker, just... Okay. Just gonna attack here. I mean, I counted this, so I'm gonna throw it in. Other than that, it's 2 draws, so we still have a Giant in hand and the Binding. Let's get rid of the counter. Your Hawk. What do I want to get though? Like, I always pay 1. Non-token creature, I assume. I mean, maybe they have a suit, but at least I draw 1. They only have 6 life. They could have the copy spell, the 6 mana one, but that's the one I... So they had suit, huh? Should have maybe played around suit there. They will not attack for sure. Still 2 mana up, so... Could be a counter. But having 2 mana up is still quite nice. No idea actually what they do. No idea. Do we attack? We put them on 1. Maybe they... Yeah, let's see. Well, they're on 1 now. The moment they tap out, they're dead. Yeah. Here we go. Against control, you just don't play fires. That's just what you do, right? It's pretty simple. Don't play fires. And just try to get a board and attack with your creatures, even though the creatures are kind of awkward. But hey, that's it. Okay, 4 wins. Black 0-1-9. It's so hard to play against things where we don't know what's coming. I have to keep this. I definitely have to keep this. It's good against aggressive, finds me card, and but Incarnation is good. With the other source I had to yawn. I have to keep this all day long. Like this, an option. This, yeah, we have to. We have to do this. Like, it depends how they play it. So the mana base is okay, but it's always Savai Triome first here. Immalt, that's good. Yeah. What are they playing? Triome as well. Is it? Could be. It could be the deck I don't want to see. Creativity. Don't want to see creativity here. Oh, opponent. It's your turn. They shocked it though. They did shock this one. That always makes me feel it's more aggressive. It could be a Boros here or Splash Blue. Could be a Bonecrusher here in the face. Bowman. Oh, Yorion and you have a good hand. You have a really nice hand. If we find an untapped land, we have a really cool things to do. If nothing gets countered, of course. It could be a control list. Probably Cheskai control. That's what I'm seeing right now. Narset is really annoying. So I mean, we still have to play Fable, but Narset, not cool. Definitely don't discard cards now. I will not fall into the Narset trap. That is for sure. We're just gonna throw in an Incarnation next turn. I hope they tap out. Because I would like to resolve a Fires here, for sure. Resolving a solid Fires would be really nice. Okay, I mean, Narset is... I love Narset, what a good card. This reminds me when I started playing Magic again, like War of the... Oh, wow. Well, they need to like Narset more. Because if you don't, that happens to you, and that's not what you want, right? That's the most important part. You have to like the card, otherwise... No. So now we can actually attack Narset. Fine. Easiest decline of my life. Oh, this is a good turn for us. This plays around Sensor, which is already nice. If they want to defend Narset, that's also nice. Because that means we get Fires in. So all the lines quite good here. Being on the play is something good. Do it. Shock, shock, shock. Nice. Okay, that's a Fires now. I know, it's not perfect. But we still get an Omnath. Don't draw a card, but Omnath is Omnath, you know. It's a better creature that can attack next turn. They could board wipe us, of course. And Keruga is still something I would like to be able to play at one point. But having two creatures here is nice. Also, we can get Kenrith. Yeah, Kenrith is nice, but it's end of turn. So if we dodge any board wipe and if we get rid of Narset, yeah. So far, get rid of Narset, really good. Good. This is so old school. I love seeing this card. What a card. Birth of a Militus. Look at these cards. Opponent is literally stuck in 2020. That's quite funny. Stuck in 2020. That's an immense card to draw. We have to get rid of Narset. I want to keep my Kenrith here on hand, to be honest. Kenrith is such a good card to get cards back, because as long as we keep control of the board, they always have to tap out, right? So we do want to play it like this. Fires resolved against control, we love it. We love to see it. Cannot get rid of both, right? Maybe they have a bounce here, but a Brazy. If they stuck, they have a Brazy on hand. Another shark. I'm just happy that Narset is gone. So. So this one, I'm gonna sacrifice this. This one in. I mean, they have probably a board wipe, so maybe this is a bit overkill. But Kenrith and Keruga is really good. If they board wipe, they're gonna get a lot of pain. Because we can play Kenrith. Yeah, we can play Kenrith. We can return Elesh Norn. Play Fires too. Well, that is that Luca? Is this literally Luca Fires here? Okay, okay. Okay, so 18 life, I think we have this. Doesn't... We have black. We have black. We have all the colors, actually, with the treasures. Okay. So this is the first one we play. And draw an entire hand here. If you played it better, it would have been nice. No. Maybe you should have done it to... Maybe you should have actually done it. I mean, down 4. 6. They maybe have another board wipe here. Yeah, I think the best play would have been getting rid of Fires, but then it's more vulnerable to board wipe. So... Oh, why didn't I... I'm boosted, guys. I'm sorry. Should have won the game here for Otawara. But the problem is it's lacking. The game is lacking and I always see it too late. Oh god, that's not cool. Narset, whatever. Oh, so painful, huh? We have to get rid of Narset. Another board wipe. Maybe take Narset. Yeah, we have to take Narset. plays around it. So we take Narset. Bounce our agent after. I think it's the best play. But yeah, I would have won the game here, so not happy with it, of course. Not too happy with it. Bouncing my Kenrith here, which has been so good. Because they cannot counter anything here, right? So Kenrith, get the card back, attack, GG. So now I have to play it a bit more tricky. Because I am Pepega sometimes. If you would see how it looks for me, the game, you would understand. Because it's really lacking. Yeah. They probably go board wipe, we're gonna bounce agent. But Narset here is good, it stops them for drawing more cards. Which is quite nice. You have 2 spells, 3 cards, 1 is a board wipe, so... Memory Deluge works, sadly. That's about it. Also, sharks are quite scary. They could hardcast the shark here. Hardcast shark into board wipe. Have shark on board. It's not too bad. Not too bad. We would have to bounce agent, steal shark. But yeah. We have the options here, so I'm quite happy with it. I am happy with this situation. They don't play anything. That is so risky. Okay, so this way we have still an agent on our hand. If they would have an agent themselves. Which is fine. Yeah. 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 We're gonna sacrifice our fires here. Oh, we don't have to actually. Get an Omnath. Ah, it should have been an Incarnation here. We can still touch the Spirit or Atraxa here. If they have another board wipe. I mean, at one point, they have... Could be the 4th, right? So what do you want to do? Transmogrify. I mean, I'm quite okay with this. We managed. We managed. Even though I had a big stupid thing in this game, but I mean, we still managed to win. Sorry, guys. Oh god. Okay, how many wins? One more, guys. One more. Politesse. We start white, red. We have to keep. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but I mean, we can play with this hand, so. Is it creativity? If this is creativity, this is bad. This looks like creativity. Okay, we draw some good cards. Mana Vault. Maybe it should have been lockdown here. That should have been lockdown. Ah, my bad. Could have kept this one up. This is our instant. Quite good draw. Big score, I assume. That's the same annoying thing. I mean, if they don't have it now, at least you can play something. Oh. Could have to lockdown, but not having enough white is a problem. End of turn, we have to binding the Wiki here. That's it. They can still pick score, right? Then creativity. But it's all we can do right now. I have to play this quite conservative, which they can attack with the land. We have to play Bonecrusher next turn. Bonecrusher gives them a target for their card, so that's not nice. Untapped land is painful. Here's what it is. Fire Prophecy, target, oh, Fury Impulse, of course. We have to go with a Keruga next turn, even though I don't want it. Good. Cannot do it, so. They played well. That's the hardest matchup, guys. That is definitely the hardest matchup of all the matchups we can face. So let's hope we don't face it once more. Like, if you just play once your wrong card, you just lose, right? So you have to, it's so stupid. You have to keep your cards up. Maybe you have to keep only one up, but yeah. This is hard. This is quite hard. Hmm. Yeah, let's hope. Decent hand on the play, not a bad matchup. The game before, I really don't think I could have. Maybe getting rid of the mana vault there would have been the play. I think it was getting rid of mana vault so they have one land less, then play the binding on the Kiki and then have one binding up to make sure they don't double me. Would have maybe been a play, but I mean they could have big scored into, yeah, it's hard to play against creativity because there's so many different lines, right? To play optimal is not easy there. Fonwang. Yeah. Play against Fonwang. And we go first and we can keep this hand. This is a mirror match. This is the first time I actually playing against Keruga. This is my second bullet, I think, so. Leyline is quite good here. But there's leyline into leyline shenanigans and stuff, but this one is the star of all cards. This one will win us the game. So we have to go there. So they also have a Bonecrusher here. That's not the card you want to see usually, but what do you want to do? We need this Elesh Norn ASAP. Okay. Fable. Quite annoying. Quite annoying. I don't have green, I have to play this for. Keep binding up, probably. Keep block up, seems correct too. I have to do it this way because if they have double card and play Elesh Norn, I lose the game. So I have to keep this up. It's gonna be really hard. Double Bonecrusher, okay. Okay, that's good. Untapped land. Binding, okay, that's also good. Playing this card should win us the game here. If they don't have a count on hand, which I just don't think. So now no binding works anymore. The only way to win if they also have this card. Which would be really bad. We have double bindings now. So this should be it. This is the best card in this matchup. And if they play the same deck as we do, then there's no answer. Except bounce, but fires. Omnath. Okay, I mean, that's what I mean. Even if they go for Ancient, they can do nothing. This is really interesting, okay. So we don't care about fires. We go Omnath first. We get double triggers. Have fires, whatever. He gives them mana. Fires could find them. You have to get rid of fires actually. Yeah, not enough. No, can't. The Bonecrusher here would be bad. Elesh Norn should just win this. Boseiju possible, but I don't think. This is shut down. We had to take fires in case they find Incarnation and get their own Elesh Norn, so cannot let that happen. If they get a truck sets, whatever. If they get Agent, it's whatever. Have to make sure that they don't get that auto card. Cavalier I did not see coming, but that's still okay. Okay. And we won. GG. And that's the qualifier. We made it. And have this. Seven. Yeah, 6 wins, 1 loss. Okay, we take it. Qualified.